What's up, duelists? Welcome back. Today's video is an extremely poggers video. Before we get into the deck explanation, before we get into the matches, just want to say I'm going live tomorrow on the YouTube channel doing an Edison bingo thing. I had users in the Discord come up with some fun little things that you can do in Edison format, like win with burn or have a ruling dispute or whatever, and 25 fun little things. We're going to try and complete a bingo card playing Edison format live on stream. We're going to be live till we've either completed the bingo card fully or, I don't know, maybe 3 rows. We'll figure it out, see how quickly it is to fill out the rows in the bingo card. That's going to be tomorrow, the Edison bingo speedrun stream. That's going to be tomorrow live, Wednesday at probably just as soon as I wake up. I'm just going to go live and just play Edison all day. Hopefully that's exciting for you guys. The full VOD will be up later too, in case you missed the live stream. Also, another thing is, leave a like, leave a comment if you guys like this sort of thing. It really does help out the channel. Like, I think for every person who leaves a comment, like, bumps it into, like, another person's algorithm or whatever. So, everyone who leaves a comment, even if you just comment, like, something silly, like, that would be really helpful for this channel. So, shout out to you guys who are watching the videos every day. Shout out to you guys who are, regular Ed heads. Let's talk about the deck a little bit. Today's deck is a Gladiator Beasts deck. And I must say, it is inspired heavily by a very powerful duelist. Some of you might know them. Their name is MMF on the Discord server. Anyway, they destroyed me with this deck list a few days ago. And there's a notable little inclusion in this deck. Of course, I've made a few changes to their deck list. I think there was some suboptimal stuff going on. I mean, shit, nobody's a perfect deck builder except me, of course. But yeah, I think I've optimized it a little bit more. There's a Summoner Monk in this deck. And the reason there's a Summoner Monk in this deck is because Rescue Cat is a fucking bomb and a half in Glads. If you summon Rescue Cat, it's a 1-card Heraclinos. Rescue Cat gets you Sam Knight plus Test Tiger. Test Tiger tags the Sam Knight into a Secutor. Secutor attacks, gets you 2 Glads, and then you make a Heraclinos. It is an insanely powerful card in this deck. It is oftentimes a +2 or a 1-card Heraclinos. Sometimes it's even a +3 because your Secutor can get back a quest, and sometimes it's even a +4 if it gets a quest plus Darius. Rescue Cat, very broken. Summoner Monk is just another way to find that Rescue Cat, make sure it goes through. I've included a few tech trap cards. I've included 2 copies of Trap Stun. This card is, I think, really good in this list specifically. I wanted to play Cold Wave in the main, and I have it here in the side, but the reason I didn't choose to include it in the main is because when I was testing this deck, it was pretty awkward with the 3 copies of Gladiator Beasts Respite and the 3 copies of Upstart Goblin, which is an inclusion I've decided to add to this deck. I think the goal of this deck is to find your Rescue Cat and your Summoner Monk as soon as possible. Upstart Goblin increases your spell count for Summoner Monk, which is great too. And Gladiator Beast Respite is honestly a pretty great pitch with Summoner Monk too, because your cat can get Secutor, and then your Secutor tags into a quest, and the quest has something to get back, because the Gladiator Beast Respite is a Gladiator Beast card. Gladiator Beast Respite also makes it so you don't brick as often on your Sam Knight, your Secutor, and your Murmillo, which are they're the worst 3 cards in the deck. Let's be honest. Those, and I think a quest is pretty bad to draw. There's no way around it. You've got these bricks. They're pretty terrible cards when you draw them. Just gotta kind of bite the bullet when you do, and when you don't, you have the really powerful Rescue Cat combo. One reason I like Upstart Goblin in this cat deck and not in other cat decks like Synchro Cat or what's that other deck? X Sabers. Upstart Goblining into multiple Airbellums fucking sucks. It's really bad in those decks. In this deck, your cat targets are Test Tigers, which drawing multiples of those is actually quite good. So you don't really mind drawing the Rescue Cat. You don't really mind drawing the cat targets as well. So I think playing 3 Upstart Goblin works perfectly fine for this deck. Also, another reason I like the 3 Upstart Goblin is it helps you find your Trap Dust Shoot and your Solemn Judgment on the first turn of the game. That's another reason I've chosen to include Trap Dust Shoot in this deck. I know some Gladiator Beast decks don't play Trap Dust Shoot, but come on. If I'm playing 3 Upstart, 3 Respite, the chances of me seeing a turn 1 Trap Dust Shoot are much higher than usual, and I've just got to play it. I've just got to play it in this deck. 3 Chariot as opposed to 2 because it works with the Respites, helps you refresh your draws, And it's also super good because you can make Heraclinos a lot easier in this build than your average Gladiator Beast build. In the sideboard, we've got double Ready Ari, which are literally only for frogs. I am not going to side these in any other matchup because these cards suck ass. These are like the worst cards in any Gladiator Beast deck. I hate drawing them. I hate drawing Ramillo too, but I'm forced to include it because I think this specific list needs it a little bit more than others, because if you go Cat into Secutor and they have a defense position monster, you want to be able to pop the defense position monster with the Murmillo and then get the second effect. It's necessary in this list for a lot of setups that you have, but normally I would not play either of those because they just fucking trash draws. We've got a Hoplimus, which is a little bit of defense. It helps out against the Hero Beat decks or the Gadget decks. They might attack into this card. It just walls them out. It's a little awkward for them to deal with. Got 2 Cyber Dragons also for those matchups. I think Cyber Dragon, it is pretty great too. It helps bait out Bottomless Trap Hole, helps fight through trap cards so you can resolve your other stuff. Got triple D-Fissure for Lightsworn and stuff that uses their graveyard. We've got a Nobleman of Crossout for Raikou. Got Cold Wave and Trunade for more back row decks, maybe in the mirror match. I'm not sold on Cold Wave, actually. I think I'm going to cut it from the sideboard of this deck. I think it's pretty awkward, particularly because you'll Cold Wave, right? Then you can't set your trap cards, which is weird. Sometimes you'll like Cold Wave, go a quest, get back Chariot, and then you can't set your Chariot. It's like, well, what was the point of all that? Cold Wave's also really awkward with the 3 Upstart Goblins and the 3 Respites. And then it's just not great because you shut off your own trap card. So even if you summon a Geyseris on your opponent's turn, they get to do their broken shit, which is usually much more broken than a Geyseris. So I don't know. Don't love it in this deck. Trunade for sure, though. You got to have it. Got to have it somewhere here, especially for the mirror match. Also for stuff that plays Royal Oppression, like Bayou, Blackwings. Got to have the extra copy. Triple Mask of Restrict. This is a card that I'm super high on right now. It's really great in this deck. Works really great with almost everything. I think there's only like 1 or 2 things it doesn't work well with. Test Tiger. That's what it doesn't work well with, is the Test Tiger. But Monarchs, big problem. Gotta have the Mask of Restricts for Monarchs. If you have this card in play, they can't play the game. That's it. If they can't play the game, your Test Tigers are dead. That's a trade-off I'm willing to take. Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe is just an extra little piece of, bribing. I don't know. It's just there. Sometimes it comes in, sometimes it doesn't. Extra deck, pretty straightforward. You've got all the synchros you can make with Airbellum, and you've got a couple of Stardusts. You've got Chimera Tech for your Cyber Dragons when they come in, and then you've got 3 of each of the Gladiator Beast fusions. You could probably play 2 Heraclinos and make room for another fusion, or not fusion, Synchro Monster. But I couldn't really think of another Synchro Monster I wanted to add beside maybe Ancient Fairy Dragon, which would improve the Gravekeeper matchup marginally. It's already a very good matchup for you, but, it would help a little bit here and there. We got 2 matches for you guys today. Make sure to tune in for the live stream tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. Like, subscribe, become a member, $3 a month. Super helpful with the channel. See you guys in the matches. What's up, duelists? We've got a game versus Old School 04. Good luck, have fun, Old School 04. We're going to pick scissors against them. They picked rock. Unfortunate. That means we are going to go second in this video. Our deck does an alright job of going second. They have 44 cards. I wonder if they're on something like Gadgets or a similar list to us. Wishing us the good luck, have fun. You'd love to see it. Our Respite is going to be live, but we would have to burn both Proving Grounds to do it. I think we might end up doing it just cause, but we might not. We might give it some time. Give it a little time, Maybe we Proving Ground first, play into the last back row. No. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to Proving Ground, search for Quarry, and then we are going to Proving Ground again, search for, you guessed it, Quarry. Now we are going to Respite. We're going to Respite, put back Quarry plus Quarry, and we're going to Prage. I think we just need to have 6 active cards. And those are 6 active cards. My goodness. Are we, as a group, as a collective, the comment section and me, are we summoning this Darius into a potential back row? I think we really need this Darius to stick, so I think we're just going to set all our shit and pass. We might set Darius too, huh? Is that the weirdest thing? No, it's not. Let's set Darius, and let's pass. That might be a not so good move, but we'll see. We'll see how they decide to play this. Okay, they're sacking Sangin for Ryza, the Storm Monarch. I do believe we're going to solemn the fuck out of that, right? No, maybe we just chain bottomless. Yeah, we'll chain bottomless. And then our monster will go to the top of the deck. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We do get a nice little -1 there from the opponent on us. Not the best. Not the best situation. But we will be able to summon Darius with Solemn backup on the next turn, which is ultimately what I'm going to be trying to execute here. Sangan searches for Armageddonite. So they're playing Armageddonite with Ryza. That's very interesting. Maybe they're on some sort of Dark Simorg shenanigans. Who knows? I guess we'll find out here. Darius is going to be able to come into play and attack directly, pretty much unscathed. If the opponent tries to do anything, we have the Solemn Judgment. Forbidden Chalice. Okay, take 2100. There isn't really a high value tag for us here, so that's just a solid +1. I think if anything we would have tagged into Bestiary anyway, and that's totally fine for us. We have Solemn Judgment, we have Smashing Ground. I believe we can just pass. We don't have to Solemn anything we don't want to, if you feel me. You feel me? Do you feel me? If they summon the Armageddonite, I am 100,000% War Charioting it. So, they activate the effect. Here, we activate the effect of Gladiator Beast War Chariot. No send for you, sir. No send for you. We're still down a card because we went second, but we made up our +1 on that. Or I guess our -1 on that Forbidden Chalice. Book of Moon, Book of Moon, Book of Moon. How does that help us here? Okay, let's see. If the Darius attacks, I think it's okay for the Darius to attack here. I think it is okay. Gore's very annoying. Very, very annoying. But if they had it, probably would have summoned it last turn, if you ask me. I'm pretty happy with this Darius attacking here. Okay, so they have the Gores. That's fine. That's fine. So the Darius is going to activate. It's going to go to the top of the deck. I believe we are going to grab ourselves a little... It's either Murmillo or the other guy, Liquari. Liquari might give us a little bit more equity, but Murmillo makes it so they can't summon a Monarch on their next turn, which I don't love Monarch. Monarch here, bad for us. Dark Arm Dragon, also bad for us. They're going to go to 3 darks. Yeah, I hate to see it. You hate to see it. Perhaps we just Murmillo pop. Yeah. We will summon it in attack, though, I think. I think we will do that. And then we will Smashing Ground to remove the token. That is optimal. We have Solemn Judgment for Dark Armed. We have Book of Moon for any sort of anything. And we're treading water. We're treading water. It's not the best position to be in. We could have made Liquari. That might have been better. I don't know. I'm not a Gladiator Beast specialist, all right? I'm just an Edison duelist. An Edison fanatic, if you will. That's gotta get solemned, right? Wait, if I solemn this, am I just the best? Am I just goated? Let's just solemn it. Fuck it. Get that shit out of here. You go to 4 darks. You don't get to send your Plague. You don't get to send your Necrogardna or whatever crazy shit you want to do. And this way we can at least get a chance to Equest back our War Chariot, which is basically what I'm going to be trying to go for here. Fuck, man. That's an insane draw, because that would let us go for Secutor, which of course is amazing. Don't get me wrong. It's super, super good. What could it be? Why are they playing Forbidden Chalice? What deck plays Forbidden Chalice? I suppose we just attack with Murmillo. I think it's the lowest risk into back row to attack with Murmillo here. Maybe they activate another Forbidden Chalice. Okay, enemy controller. Totally fine. Do we put a Liquari down? No, I think we can pass. I think we're big chillin'. We have Book of Moon. And we've gained our card back. We are now in the advantage state, where we have the +1. Of course, a couple of our cards, Book of Moon and Test Tiger, are hard -1s, but, you know, can't complain. Okay, DD Scout Plane. That's unique. Really, really unique. I will Book of Moon it, though. I will. Hopefully they have no more cards in their hand that defeat my monster. Yes! Oh my fucking god. Craigasm. This is so fucking hard. This rescue cat, oh my god, this is disgusting. This rescue cat is disgusting here. It gets Samnite, Airbellum. Oh my god. We just gotta go for this. We just gotta go for this. We could also go for a bunch of other stuff, but this is just disgusting. And then Test Tiger gets to special summon itself out, and we can use its effect to return the Murmillo, special summon the Secutor, and just go plus 9 trillion on our opponent, basically. This is obscene. Disgusting. I think it's more important if we connect with the Secutor than it is the Airbellum, because the Secutor is a +1. Or no, the Secutor is a +2. The Airbellum is just a +1. So if they have Tragodia, Secutor is much more important. Okay, so it looks like they don't have Tragodia or Battle Fader, which is amazing. You'll love to see it. We're going to be able to pick off another card. Now, from our deck, we're going to be able to grab 3 Glads here. The first one's going to come off of Samnite. It's going to be a quest. A quest is going to return for us War Chariot. And then the Secutor is going to be able to special summon 2 Gladiator Beasts from our deck, which is going to be... This one's tricky. One of them's for sure going to be Laquari. The other one is probably going to be... What do we have? Do we have any Glads in the grave? No, we don't. Okay. Well, we're going to synchro off with this Airbellum. So let's just grab another level 3. Oh, I guess Murmillo pops one. Ew, gross. Let's just grab Samnite. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This is going to give us main phase 2. We could make Heraclinos, but there's really no point in doing that. I think we're just going to synchro off with the Airbellum and the Samnite, and we're going to make ourselves a Goyo Guardian. And then we're going to set the War Chariot, and we're going to say, good luck. Have fun. This is a really good setup for us. We're up +4 now. Back in our commanding position, we have an effect negation. So even if they have brain control for the Goyo, which, I mean, they don't have it. Let's be real. They don't have it. Ryza hitting the grave means that they could, theoretically, summon a Dark Simorgh. It could happen. It's not the weirdest thing here. Of course, Goyo Guardian beats over Dark Simorgh, so not too bothered by that. They could also... Oh, they have the brain control. Okay, well, that's annoying. That is certainly annoying. That's going to take Goyo Guardian, which is okay. This is all alright. It's all fine. We need to be a little careful. Okay, so they summon Strike Ninja. That is fine. Let's see. So this is going to be 100 plus 24. It's going to be 2,500. That's not too bad. I don't mind losing the monsters here. I don't mind losing all this. We're going to get the... Oh, they're actually going to go after the Laquari. They're going to leave us with Secutor in play. See, I don't think that that's very good. I'm going to be honest. Because now we're going to get the Goyo back. And, like, come on. We're going to get the Goyo back. And we have the active Secutor, which can attack into the Laquari. If they want the Laquari. I don't even know if they want the Laquari. We're going to get Goyo Guardian back. Yepers. That's disgusting. Okay, let's go to our main phase. And let's figure out our plan. We have Starlight Road to protect us from any sort of sweeper. So I think summoning the Murmillo is optimal. I think it is for sure optimal. And I think we want to start off with Goyo Guardian attacking Strike Ninja. No. That's cap. We're going to go Murmillo over Laquari first. This is the first attack. The only reason that this is the first attack is if we Goyo Guardian attack the Strike Ninja, they activate Strike Ninja's effect. We don't really want to Goyo Guardian attack the Laquari. So I think that's kind of just where we're at. You know, it's kind of just where we're at. Think. Yo, dog. You thinking. Something like an Econ would be annoying. If they Econ tribute the Laquari, take the Goyo, then we're kind of like awkwardly passing our turn. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so now Goyo attacks. This is where things get interdasting. Deprison. That's fine. What a weird deck. What a weird deck. At the end of our main or battle phase, we'll be able to tag out the Murmillo. The Murmillo is going to get... This is tricky. This is tricky. So Murmillo is going to activate here. It's going to go to the top of the deck. We're going to be able to summon back... We could go Darius or we could go Bestiari. Bestiari doesn't really do it. Darius gets us back Laquari. Man, I think it's just get Laquari. I think it is just get Laquari. And then main phase 2, we can switch our Secutor so we don't lose too much damage. And then we'll pass the turn. They're still in a spot where they have to answer what we're doing. And we do have War Chariot plus Starlight Road. So no Sweeper's going to really get him out of this situation. And no Strike Ninja Tricks is going to get him out of this situation. I think we're going to let this happen. This is okay. Our Secutor is going to die. It got us a lot of value. It got us a winning position. But unfortunately, he's down for the count. What are the chances the opponent top-decked another D-Prison? Probably pretty high. They haven't seen a lot of their interaction yet this game. Trap Dust Shoot. That's a complete blank. Shit, I was hoping for a monster. I don't think we can really afford to play into a Sweeper. But can we afford to do anything else? Fuck it, man. They didn't top-deck. They're not toppers. I don't believe it. I don't believe... Yeah, that's right. That's right. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at all. Okay, we don't play another request, so we can't go into another request here. I think we're pretty cool with just having the Laquari in play. And we can continue to set and amass our advantage. Hopefully, on the following turns, we find ourselves another monster, which can help us play a little more aggressively just because of the Starlight Road. And they've shown that they can't really answer an active Laquari. Okay, this is fine. Rhoda can get a monster, but we have a Chariot for any monster effect. So, Chariot for any monster effect, Laquari for Laquari shenanigans, and I think we should be golden to go for the game. DD Scout Plane is something they could maybe trick us with, summoning Strike Ninja using the effect, banish this Scout Plane. But Scout Plane summons itself in attack position, and Laquari over Scout Plane is lethal. I don't think the opponent has any one card that can stop us here, really. Necrogarna, not going to be it. Not going to be it. It would be interesting if they had Torrential. They could have... Upstart Goblin. Do we want to use that? I think we do. I think we do. Any monster is really good here. Even Book of Moon is really good here. They gain 1,000, but our Laquari is still a lethal attacker, and that's all I care about. That is all I care about. And now we have Book of Moon even to protect our Laquari from even more shenanigans. Next turn we can attack directly, they'll Necrogarna, we'll Chariot, and we'll win the game. Allure of Darkness. That is fine. They have a cool deck. I'm honestly intrigued by their deck. It just doesn't look great. Looks like it's doing a little too much, which is fine. Okay, new back row, new back row. How do we play into new back row? Well, I think we start things off by summoning Darius. That's the obvious one, right? See if they have a bottomless or something. Okay, so there's Solemn. Wow, Solemn. Okay. Crazy. All right. Solemn's pretty big. Let's go Laquari attack. Let's see if they Necrogarna, and if they do, we'll Chariot, and that should be it. Lethal. Lethal, 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 lethal. A little bit of a grind there at the end. It didn't really line up as well as we would have liked because we don't have a second request, but I think it came out all right just because the Secutor pulled us really far ahead, and we just were way too far ahead for the opponent for the majority of the game. Mask of Restrict looks like it's going to be very good here. It's so good against like these Monarch strategies. That's so funny. Okay. Triple Mask. They had Forbidden Chalice, they had Enemy Controller, and they had D-Prison. We also saw Solemn Judgment. Good to know. Good to know. Trapstone looks like it's going to be a little subpar. Smashing Ground, not the best. Not the best. DD Scout Plane has more defense than a Monarch. So Smashing Ground is going to hit a DD Scout Plane if they are attributing that for the Monarch instead of the other stuff. You know where I'm going with this. I think Bottomless is okay, but not the best, especially if they're on like DD Survivor, which is not something we would like to face. I think Hoplomys has a lot of value in this matchup, so I think we're going to bring in the Hoplomys And I think we're gonna tank for a second on these bottomless. We could go something like Dark Bribe over a bottomless, and then I think we could also go something like Cyber Dragon over a bottomless because we are going second. This looks good to me. This looks very good to me. It's possible they could be on like Treeborn Frog stuff, but didn't really look like it. It looked like they were doing the most. You feel me? Our hand has our 2 bricks in it. Well, actually all 3 of our bricks in it, which sucks. This is kind of the downside of playing Gladiator Beasts. You play these powerful monsters that are really good in your deck, and then when you draw them, I mean, you just fucking lose. So hopefully that's not what's going to happen to us here. Test Tiger, perfect. Perfect. That'll be a way we can maybe force one of these bricks back into our deck and then ideally resolve. We're going to use Samnite to kind of proc the back row. Hopefully hit something relevant here. Maybe this attack happens. Okay, Necroface. That's a cute card. We'll use our Samnite to activate. And I think we're going to go for Bestiari. Is that crazy? Yeah, that's a little crazy. That's a little nuts. Fuck it. We're going Bestiari. I'm not afraid. This is going to blow up their back row. And it was a Typhoon. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. We'll set the Dark Bribe. We'll set the Dust Shoot. And we will gun the fuck out of this Dust Shoot in the draw phase. Hopefully they don't have double Caius. That would be annoying for sure, because then we'd be cut off Geyserus for the rest of the game. Okay, creature swap, shrink. A lot of cards I don't give a fuck about, if I'm going to be honest. What is creature swap doing to us? Nothing. I guess it's just Strike Ninja, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's Strike Ninja. They have Monk, Scout Plane, Swap, Shrink. They could Monk for a 4-star tuner and make like a Stardust. That would be fucking miserable to face off against, to say the least. I really don't want them to go for the Monk. But they might not go for the Monk because they might be afraid of the War Chariot. So that might be something on their radar. Okay, normal summon DD Scout Plane. This is good for us. I think this is good for us. Because creature swap here is going to move the Bestiari with the Scout Plane. They'll be able to attack over the Scout Plane, but then on our next turn, we'll have some power. And they're going to play around Mirror Force by leaving the Necroface in the graveyard. Unfortunately, that is really, really going to punish them, because on our turn, we're going to be able to Test Tiger into Secutor. Okay, they didn't even set the Shrink, which is pain. Much pain for the opponent. What does Samnite do again? I guess we'll read it when we go into the deck. We are going to tag out the Murmillo, maybe? Nah, it's got to be Secutor. So this is going to go Secutor to the top of the deck, and this is going to special summon out our... What does Samnite do? If this, at the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked, or what does it say? If this card is special summon destroys a battle, you can add 1 Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. Whoa. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. I like that. I actually like that a lot. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go Samnite, attack over the Bestiari, and I think we're going to search for a War Chariot. I think this is a little bit better than the Secutor. Secutor leaves them with 2 monsters in play, which I don't love, and it doesn't really get us anywhere, because the Bestiari just attacks over the Secutor, and then we're just like in this weird stalemate, which I don't love. This, at least, is like, okay, Samnite's good pressure. If they go for the Monk effect, now we have the Chariot for it, which is a 2-for-1. If they go for Necroface, attack, damage, steps, shrink, we have the Dark Bribe for that. And then, after that, our Samnite will get us another plus because we'll be getting the Battle Search off of that. So I think that this is the optimal play here. I know it's a little weird. I know it's not exactly the Secutor +2, but I think positionally it's a little bit better to go for this right now. It also gets our Bestiari in the grave. So at the end of the battle phase, we could tag out our Samnite. After we search, get Darius or a quest, add back the Bestiari, and then threaten the Geyserus. Okay, so here's the Gale. Perfect, perfect. This is kind of exactly what we wanted. Okay, that's going to get Charioted. That's going to get Charioted. Now we know the rest of their hand, right? It's Shrink plus Summoner Monk. And if they don't do anything, yeah, like this, like we're just going off, dude. We're just going off because we can tag out off of this Necroface all day. Let's see. Okay, we're going to take 1,000 and we're going to take 200. And then I think we're going to go Murmillo into a quest, which is going to get back our War Chariot, and then we'll go Sam Knight into the Darius, and Darius is going to get back our Bestiari, and we're going to be able to make Geyseris and blow up their thingy. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And then we're going to tag out our Equest and our Bestiari. We do only play the one Equest, so we want to make sure that that stays in our deck, and we can maximize off of it. This is going to destroy the Necroface. They will be going to 3 Darks. That's something we got to be careful of, but we've got War Chariot for Dad, and that's just where we're at. That's just where we're at. Looks like we're in a commanding position. Yet again, up +4, hoping to just secure the game against this cool little Monarch brew. Okay, new back row. New back row, you say. Draws Darius. We have Dark Bribe for the back row, though. So I think we can just get aggressive. Let's deal a shit ton of damage right now. 1700 direct. Nice. That connects. Next up, 1700 direct. Also connects. Next up, 2400 direct. Let's see if we got this. Let's see if we got this deprison. That's totally okay. I think they can deprison our Geyseris. We're going to be able to maximize off of the value here. We're going to grab with this Darius. We're going to go for the Secutor, and then I think with the other Darius, we're going to go into Laquari. This is ideal for a lot of reasons, just because, you know, I don't think the opponent can do much here. I don't think they can do much. We still have Chariot Bribe, which is really, really disgusting to protect our Secutor, and if they don't make a move this turn, Secutor's giving us the +2. It's kind of like you have one turn to top deck, or we're going to do some crazy shit next turn, more or less. Secutor is really broken. I think it's the only way to play Gladiator Beasts, in my opinion. Because just raw +2s in Edison format, they don't come that easily. You have to work super hard for them. And yeah, you do have to work super hard for a Secutor +2 too. That's on G, you know? Ooh, we drew a Darius. Did we shuffle? Hold up. Let's see. Let's make sure we shuffled. Yeah, we shuffled our deck. So we just happened to draw Darius again. Okay. Fuck it. Full send. Let's go. Team. Secutor attack first. 400 points. That's going to give us a double summon at the end of the battle phase, and this is going to be super curtains. We could have even kept the Darius in deck to improve our Heraclinos that we're going to make in main phase 2, but Book of Moon on the Secutor. Do we want to bribe that? No, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'll take that. That's totally cool. It's totally chill. Totally chill, dog. 2100. All right. Tag out the Darius. Darius is going to go find us. What's a fun little Gladiator Beast we could summon? We could just summon another Laquari. I think that's okay. Even a Brain Control is like, it's pretty bad for us, but it's fine. That's, you know, it's chill. They still have Shrink, Summoner Monk. I mean, we still know their hand from the Trap Dust Shoot, and those cards don't amount to much in the face of War Chariot. Summoner Monk can't even attack because it gets switched to defense position. That's the Shrink there. They didn't shuffle their hand, so we know which one is which. Unfortunately for the opponent, I think this is curtains. Brain Control's off the table anyway because of the life point count on their end. Not really much you could do here, if I'm going to be honest. Sets the new monster. Okay, new monster gets set. Fair enough. I think we can just make Heraclinos go for game, and that should be GG's. We have Heraclinos negate for the Shrink. We have Laquari attack direct. We have Chariot for whatever this is that flips up. And that's just curtains. GG's. Well played, old school 04. I think I'm going to get another game with this deck because this match didn't really showcase the deck's ability to... Well, I did a pretty good job, but I think I'm going to get another match. I think I could show off a little bit more of what this deck is trying to do. Anyway, see you guys in the next match. Got a game versus Manston 131. He's playing 50 cards, and we lost the die roll. 50 cards, and they open with charge. What did they mean by this? Well, at least they didn't mill anything too good. Meaning we'll probably get to do some broken stuff on our turn. Our hand's pretty good. We've got our Solemn Judgment. We've got our Test Tiger, Bestiari. Nice. All right. Let's start things off with a little Upstart Goblin. See what we find. Ooh, we find War Chariot. Love to see that. Do we want to Respite? I guess we'll Upstart again real quick. Okay, we drew Smashing Ground. Respite puts the Bestiary back in deck, puts the Chariot back in deck, which I don't hate. I think we should do it. We just need a more active situation going on here. We need something we want to like trade off with the Raikou, if possible. Okay, we more or less drew exactly what we had, but now we have a Smashing Ground instead. I think that's fine. I think here we can actually Proving Ground. Go get ourselves a Laquari. Laquari's going to come into our hand real quick. We will normal summon the Laquari. I think we'll set the Chariot, set the Solemn, and pass. If they Heavy Storm, unfortunate, but we will be forced to Solemn, which sucks, but that's just the case. That's just the case. If they have Heavy Storm in their 50-card deck, in their opening hand, okay, so Raikou's going to activate. We are going to War Chariot to negate the Raikou. No Raikou for you. None. Absolutely none. Jane's summoned, and then we Solemn Judgment. Next turn, we can Secutor into our really powerful play and win the game. Hooray! Secutor will be able to return, I guess, War Chariot? And this, yeah, this we gotta Solemn. We gotta Solemn this. Can't let them kill our Glad. Unfortunately, that's the case. Hopefully they don't have something like Soul of Purity and Light. Okay, they don't. Perfect. Beautiful. Trap Stun is a brick, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Okay, Test Tiger, Special Summon. Effect, tag our Laquari into a Secutor. Secutor will be able to summon 2 monsters from our deck. Not just 1. Wow! Okay, what is this? 400 damage. They take 400. We will declare the effect of Secutor. Okay, cool. So they're not going to drop Gores, not going to drop any defensive anything. So I think we're going to get a quest for sure to get back the Chariot. And then I think we are going to get, is it Bestiary or is it Laquari? I think it has to be Bestiary. We get punished if they have specifically Banisher. Okay, if they have Banisher, we get punished. What can we do? But we got our nice little plus 1 million. We get to set our 2 trap cards, and we get to pass the turn. I don't think we really wanted to make a Heraclinos here, but maybe we did. Maybe I was just wrong. Heraclinos would have protected us from this. Is okay. This is not the end of the world. Okay, we can thumbs up this. They can activate the Lumina. Cost is Plague. Think. They have 3 Lightsworn names. Yeah, we Chariot that. If they have JD, fuck. If they have a way to get that, they got us. Okay, maybe Chaos Sorcerer. That could also be something. No, none of that. We're going to get another Secutor hit. That's huge. And Starlight Road. My goodness. My goodness. Okay, Secutor attacks first. This is just to guarantee we get the maximum value. And it looks like they are just going to take every single hit, which is really bad for them. A quest is going to tag out. This is going to tag out first to make sure we get to maximize off of that, get that effect. We're going to grab a Laquari, which is 2100. Bestiary is going to stay in play. Maybe it's not. Let's do the Secutor first. Secutor is going to get a quest and also Laquari. I think, yeah, that makes the most sense. This quest is going to grab back our War Chariot. And then I think in our main phase 2, we are going to make a Heraclinos, but I'm not sure what we're going to send back. Probably Secutor, Laquari, and a quest. And these are going to make Heraclinos. Wow. Powerful card, powerful card. It will pretty much guarantee that we can't lose this game. They'll have 1 play, we have 1 Chariot, and we're good to go. You'll love to see it. The power of Secutor. Basically, Pot of Greed on steroids, because it's a hard +2. Nice. Beast, Gladiator Beasts, back at it again. Okay, what have we got for this stuff? Well, we've got Ready Are, we've got Dimensional Fissure. Both of these are decent options, but do I care that much? I don't know. Their deck's 50 cards. We definitely don't want Trap Stun. That's the worst thing here. Heavy Storm we might want for Decree, but this deck deals with Decree effectively, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. We could side Knock, Sidras, or Defissures. Any combination of these I think is good. Dark Bribe I like more on the play. It does get to stop the Cold Wave. Unlike Starlight Road, it does get to stop things like Solar Recharge at net value. But I think on the draw, we'll go with our 2 copies of Cyber Dragon, and we'll go with 1-dimensional fissure. Now we just need to figure out if we want more dimensional fissures or not. If we do, we're probably bringing it in over a Respite. That makes the most sense. Actually, Respite might be really good, just to maximize our consistency. Whatever, this looks fine. Oh, I guess, do we want Rediari? I don't think we care about their graveyard that much. I don't think we care enough to bring in Rediari. Rediari's so bad. It's really only there for like frogs, where we just need a proactive thing to interact with Treeborn Frog. All right, Allure of Darkness, thumbs up. Our hand is really good. This hand looks like it's gonna be any sort of Lightsworn nonsense. Banishes Necrogardener, okay. No Necrogardener from the opponent. Nice. Alrighty, well, let's see what Upstart Goblin finds us, and we can kind of go from there. Another Upstart Goblin. Cool. We've got one hell of a setup. Let's just start setting our stuff and summon the Laquari. And then we'll maybe activate this. Do we need to activate this? Sure, we'll activate it. Why not? We don't need to attack just yet. We don't need to attack till we find ourselves a Bestiari or a way to get a Secutor. Those are the 2 cards that we can use to press through Gores. If we had to face off with the Gores right now, we would be losing our only Glad because we'd attack directly. We'd be forced to tag into Murmillo, which don't love, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, the Cyber Dragon, kind of bad. Let's attack this. If it's a Raikou and it hits our Laquari, okay, it's an Honest. All right, see, this I don't mind. This I don't mind because here we can activate our Laquari. This can go get Murmillo, and Murmillo can destroy the Honest, which is great. Give us a nice little +1. And it gets banished too, so no lights in the graveyard for the opponent. We have plenty of protection for our Murmillo. I think we're in a good spot. Mind Control. Ew. You don't love to see that. See what their follow-up is. No, 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 no. That's getting booked. No, no, no. Nice little 1-for-1 trade with the Mind Control here and our Book of Moon. And we're going to be able to pick up a +1 by attacking over the Herald. Ooh, even better. Even better. We can make Samnite. Not Samnite. Secutor. I don't know their names. We're going to banish our Tiger. Murmillo's going to go to the top of the deck. We'll be able to special summon out Secutor. And that should just about be that. Secutor's going to attack into this. We're going to take 100. This is going to activate. We're going to special summon from our deck the Murmillo. And I think we'll grab Laquari as well. That seems like it makes the most sense. Murmillo's going to activate, destroy the Herald, and then main phase 2. Can we just pass? Well, the Laquari is 2100. We could make a Heraclinos. What's the downside of making a Heraclinos? We don't get a tag anymore, I guess. Raikou's annoying. Let's just pass. I think Raikou is too annoying if we make Heraclinos. And I think having 3 Glads in play is better. We have Starlight Road to protect mass destruction. We have Bottomless Trap Hole to protect any sort of normal summon shenanigans. And I think we're in a good spot. Okay, so they have Brain Control too. Brain Control is going to take the Laquari. That's fine, I guess. That doesn't really do much. Maybe they don't have a way to convert. Oh, they do. Battle, of course. Okay, we'll lose our Secutor. That's okay, though. He kind of did his job. Let's hope they don't have another Gladiator Beast in their deck. Okay, they don't. Very good for us. Very, very good for us. War Chariot. Perfect. Now we don't necessarily have to attack. We can just set that and wait till the next turn. If they are on Gores or Trag, we can War Chariot it, loop it back with the Quest, proceed from there. Solar Recharge. That's totally fine. You can banish your things. That Lila's also going to get banished. Lila would have been annoying. We would have forced a Bottomless here. Or maybe not. Maybe just forces the Chariot. No, we keep the Chariot because we want to attack. Okay, here's Gale. That's totally fine. Thumbs up. Oh, the effect is going to activate. No, no, no. That's going to get Charioted. No thank you. None of that nonsense. Okay. Smashing Ground. I think we can attack with Murmillo and get our request because we drew Smashing Ground. That makes the most sense to me here. Okay, so they are going to drop Gores on the Murmillo. And that's okay. That's okay. We can attack over the token with the Liquari, which is kind of the point. And then Murmillo can tag out. Murmillo can grab a quest. A quest can get back the Chariot. And then we need to think if we're going to tag out our Liquari or not. I think we are not going to. Yeah. I think just smashing ground here is plenty. Yeah, let's just do this. This lets us keep a 2100 monster in play. Insulates us a little bit against Dimensional Alchemist. I wouldn't want them to summon a Dimensional Alchemist to be able to banish our Murmillo permanently. I know it's like really corner case, but the smashing ground is kind of incidental at this point. We're already up a ton of stuff. Opponent didn't say GG, they just left. Well, that's suffering. I guess that's what you get for loading 50 card mill deck against Gladiator Beasts. And that's the strength of this deck. Sometimes you get a Dimensional Fissure, sometimes you get a Secutor hit in, and you run away with the game. Anyway, smash like, subscribe. E3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing off, everyone. Peace.